I'll get to the point. We are the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad. SEAS for short.
So that's what that means on the gun
On paper,
and the armband.
classified as a school club. But in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows.
I love this. I love this premise.
Mitsuru Kirijo-kun is the leader, and I'm the club advisor.
Okay, story time. When I was in high school, my best friend, another close friend, and I started this club. And it was kind of a fraternity, but we were basically the only ones in it. It was just the three of us. And we created this sort of mystique. And it was really just kind of a social experiment, right? To see if people, how they would react when they hear about a club that doesn't officially exist, but there are little breadcrumbs that led people to believe that they exist. So we would create pamphlets or flyers in very small numbers. I mean, 2, 3 at a time at max, and leave them in random places. We'd always be careful not to be seen leaving them. And this was in the age when the internet was brand new. I mean, it had just come on the scene at this point. And there was this web service called Angel Fire. And I'm sure you may have heard of it. Some of you may have even used it. I don't know if it still exists, but it was one of the very first ways that you could make your own website on the internet. And it was a live journal kind of thing. It was basically a blog before a blog was the thing. Okay. Think pre-blog. I mean, this is dinosaur times. One of the cool things you could do with it, you could use templates, of course, and it was pretty easy to slap together a pretty simple website. There was no video back then. There were very few animated images you could use at all. You were very limited on how many images you could use and how big they were, because resolutions had to be very tiny. But the coolest thing you could do with this site is you could just throw all the template stuff out the window and write your own HTML code for it. And the real cool thing was it had a way of teaching you how to write HTML. And this is HTML 1.0. It was pretty basic, but it was still very, very cool. And so the way that it would teach you is you could set things up with a template and then convert it to HTML. And it had these text boxes that would come up and show you what each line of code actually did in the real web page. And you could flip back and forth between the template view and the HTML view, make changes in HTML, go back to the template view and see what changed. And it had, again, text boxes in between the fields where you actually entered code that would tell you what you should do, and it would give suggestions. And it was so cool. It was so well designed because it didn't tell you specifically how to do every little thing, but it gave you enough background information you could infer what to do. And it was really fun to experiment with. That being said, I realize that may sound pretty elementary nowadays, but at the time it was very cutting edge. I used that to build a website and a series of websites that formed a chain, a web ring was the term. And they all somehow either referred to or were directly about this club. It was this whole big thing. And sure enough, it became a viral topic of conversation. But people would only talk about it kind of on the down low. And I would hear it come up every now and then. No one ever found out who was behind it. That still remains one of the funnest little experiments I've ever done. And it was using the internet and using old school media as well. But this little scenario here, the whole dark hour and SEAS and all that, that reminds me very much of our little club. There was supernatural components to that as well, to our fraternity. Anyhow, that's enough about that. Hope you enjoyed the little tale and the little aside. Thank you for the indulgence. Let's get back to Persona 3. Mitsuru Kirijo-kun is the leader, and I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse.
Delightful.
Apathy syndrome. I'm sure you've heard of it. We sometimes refer to those who suffer from this as the lost.
Yes, I have heard of it, yes.
They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
Yikes. How do you fight them?
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour.
Mm-hmm. Mary Sue?
Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight shadows.
That's unfair.
That's known as persona, the power you called upon the other night.
Indeed.
Shadows can only be defeated by persona users.
I see.
That means you are the only ones who stand a chance against them.
Got it. I see. Yeah.
I'm glad you're quick to understand.
Well, I mean, it's not exactly rocket science.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us.
Cool.
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Well, sure. All right, yeah. I'll do it.
Ooh, I was afraid you'd say no.
Why would I do that? Because you could be at risk, and the rest of you, but especially you.
I'm glad to hear you're on board.
Well, me too.
Thank you so much. Truly.
You're welcome.
Oh, I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay in the room you have now? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
What in the heck are you talking about, man?
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind.
I joined C's to fight the shadows. Am I gonna get to see what's in the box? I mean, I can kind of see. It's a gun and a holster and a red thing. I can hear a voice ringing inside my head. Uh-oh. What?
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast established a new bond.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to advance it. I thought I had to, and I pushed it. Whoops. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona of the Fool Arcana. Sweet. Rank up. The Fool. That would be us. Kind of a typical archetype on the hero's journey. I feel my inner strength growing. I recall what Igor said about the power of social links.
Well, that's all for today. I'll follow up with you regarding our club activities later on.
Ho ho ho. Checking terminology. Certain terms that have been displayed before in messages, along with their descriptions, can be viewed by opening the menu with Y, going to System, and selecting Dictionary.
I apologize for gathering you all here on your precious day off. Tomorrow is Sunday, so take some time to relax.
Indeed.
Well then, shall weekend this meeting?
Oh, wow. That's a real groaner.
You know, because it's the weekend? Shall we end? Shall week end? Get it?
Right. So, do Japanese students only have one day off per week, and workers? I don't know.
Hi, how have you been?
How have you been? And you are... Well, we know who it is, but we don't know who it is. You know what I mean?
We've met before.
Well, I know that. But who are you?
Soon, the end will come.
Are you a cheery little sap, aren't you?
I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
Okay. The end.
It's the end of everything.
It all comes crashing
To be
down.
honest, I don't really know much about it. More importantly, it looks like you've awakened to your power.
He looks like a convict.
And what an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It might even prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you remember when we first met?
Mm-hmm.
I expect you to honor your commitment. I'm always watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
I have a weird feeling. Sunday.
Hey, you in there?
Boy, I did some sleeping. Looks like I slept till nighttime. You ever done that? It's really disorienting, you know? Extremely.
If you are, could you come downstairs? Sonata Senpai's calling for us.
All right, Sonata.
Okay, he's here. So what's this about?
Goodness gracious, you're so cute. Okay. That is just overload. I'm sorry.
Thanks for coming. There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Just a sec.
If you wanna go ahead, free to do whatever, I'm chilling.
Oh, look who it is.
Junpei? Why are you here? Don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. I'll be staying here from now on.
Well, I kind of saw that coming from a mile away, but...
What's up?
Sup, indeed.
He's staying here? Are you sure there wasn't some mistake?
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently.
He kind of looks like a Pokemon trainer.
I told him about us, and he agreed to help out.
Really? You have the potential?
Well, don't be totally what is it? Incredulous?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins.
The symbol on his cap, I'm sure it has other cultural significances, but I recognize it as the triquetra, which is a symbol of the Trinity.
I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing.
I bet.
But he said that's, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. You guys know that? Oh, right. Of course. Makes sense since you're a Persona user and all.
Indeed.
Man, I still can't believe it. I had no idea you guys had this stuff going on too.
Well, you never know, do you?
Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. Wouldn't really want to be doing this on my own. You gotta be stoked too, right? Having me join?
Yeah, thrilled.
What?
He's fine.
I guess.
Well, enough with the introductions. Now that our forces have increased, I think we're about ready.
Ooh, we gotta go do something? Sweetness! I'm getting pumped!
With this many people, we could start checking out that tower.
Yeah, sounds good.
You mean Tartarus?
Oh. Hellish name, huh?
It's a place that holds the key to understanding the Dark Hour. Or so we think.
Dark Hour?
The key.
Hmm.
The chairman will give us more details tomorrow night,
so be ready.
Okay. Exposition. This game's heavy on the exposition. That's okay. I'm ready. I'm so glad I was invited to join. Plus, the dorm's pretty cozy. But the best part is that we're the only ones who can fight these enemies. You seem pretty gung-ho. I love how you can just be totally emo about everything, even though I'm choosing not to be. Well, duh. Who wouldn't be stoked about fighting for justice? Though, to be perfectly honest, I ain't got a single clue what we're supposed to be doing, but I'm sure we'll find out. They did say that they'll explain everything. Lunchtime. Hey-yo. Peanut butter and jelly?
I was about to fall asleep.
Surely not.
Can I have a minute? Come to the room on the 4th floor when you get back to the dorm tonight. I have something to tell you all.
Okay.
Oh, are we having that talk already?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Gotcha.
Damn, doesn't waste any time.
Well, why should you?
She's not like us. She's busy, you know, with the student council or whatever.
Whoa, Yucatan, do I sense some hostility?
I really like the voice actors as well. I don't think I've mentioned that, but I do.
It's not that I don't like her, it's just... I don't know.
Okay, school days finally over.
Yeah, finally.
They're probably waiting for us at the dorm, right? Let's hurry back.
Let's hurry back. I want one of those beef bowls. I'm hungry.
Finally made it.
Finally.
Can't believe the accident delayed our train so much. It's already dark out.
Yeah, it's something, ain't it?
A lot lately, though. People jumping onto the tracks.
Really? That's awful.
This apathy syndrome thing's getting out of control. It's like the whole world's falling apart.
I imagine.
Crap! Everyone else is there already. We better hurry.
Yeah, quit screwing around, guys. Come on. Wilduckburger.
I'm getting kind of hungry.
You and me both.
Small rocks. So many places to chow down. Plus, they're open late.
Well, his attention span's worse than mine.
Speaking of, I heard the ramen joint upstairs has a secret late night menu.
Uh-huh. We better hurry to the dorm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Easily distracted.
All right, everyone's here.
Okay,
Yeah. Let's get right into it.
let's do it.
Now, I'd like your undivided attention.
And this is a pretty cozy room, I'm not gonna lie. Even with the big Teletran 1 looking computer over there.
For a long time, Kirijo-kun and Sanada-kun were the only Persona users we had. But that number has recently jumped to 5. So here's the plan. Starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like us to finally begin exploring Tartarus.
I like that plan.
So I asked this yesterday, but what is that Tartar thing again?
It's Tartarus. You seriously haven't seen it, Junpei?
I mean,
It's no surprise you haven't seen it. Tartarus only appears during the dark hour, after all.
only during the dark hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh?
Indeed.
The goal of our club, Seize, is to fight those shadows. However, simply defeating shadows during the dark hour isn't enough. We must get to the root of the problem. We need to destroy the dark hour itself.
Sounds like a plan.
really get it. Well, you're saying if we run around Tartarus, we can somehow get rid of the Dark Hour?
We don't know for certain. Sorry I can't give you a better answer. But investigating the mysteries of that tower is part of our job.
I mean, I think that sounds pretty compelling.
The bottom line is, we need more information. Everything we encounter there will be a vital clue for us.
The exploration of Tartarus is of utmost importance. Consider it our top priority.
Sure.
Our society, while remaining blissfully unaware of the shadows, is slowly but surely succumbing to their influence.
How is that so?
I would go as far as to say that the fate of the world rests on the shoulders of you Persona users.
Does this have to do with the convict kid?
That's one hell of a responsibility. But the heroes of justice will prevail.
No one else here seemed to know anything about the contract, right?
It's also the perfect spot for us to train and improve our skills. That place is like a nest of shadows, you know.
Whoa, their nest, huh?
But Senpai, what about your injury?
Akihiko's still recovering from his wounds. He'll accompany us, but won't participate in the exploration.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, the hammer just came down, dude. I'm sorry.
Relax. Oh, Junpei's got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
Well, me either, but he'll probably be fine.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. Not much point anyway, since I can't summon a persona.
Oh, come on, man. It's only for cool kids. I know, I'm sorry, but
Huh? We're here?
it's very blue.
What's going on? Why are we at school?
Just wait and see. It's almost midnight.
Hey, this has something to do with the explosion, right? Or whatever it was that leveled the school before. A lady down at the strip mall said something about that, right? Yikes. Nice. Very spooky. I love those anime sequences.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about?
You know, a labyrinth.
What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything will return to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about?
There's some wonderful subtext here, I think.
But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated.
If we don't know, we'll just have to find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This will be our first time exploring it. Exciting, huh?
Yeah.
There's gotta be something in there. Hopefully some sort of clue about the dark hour.
Yeah.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be exploring it today.
I know. You don't have to keep reminding me.
So this is Tartarus. In any case, we decide to enter the tower. Whoa, what a mansion. There's a big old clock. There's clocks everywhere.
It's just as crazy on the inside.
Agreed.
Sure is creepy, though.
Also agreed.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of these stairs.
First, you need to get a feel for the place.
What? By ourselves?
Let's see. It skipped twice there. I'm sorry.
Why don't the three of you go have a look around?
Isn't that cool?
What? By ourselves?
All right. Handy. Yes. I guess he
Not
means
asking you to
by
go very
yourself.
far. I'll help you navigate by feeding you information from here.
We'll also need to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
A leader? Like, the captain of a pirate ship?
Well, not exactly, but
I'm in! Me! Pick me!
goodness gracious. We all know someone like this, right?
You're in charge.
Yes. It's me.
Wait! Why him? He doesn't look like a captain!
Well,
Calm down. He has experience fighting already.
yeah, Takaba said it.
Wait, seriously?
Mm-hmm.
That's true too, but the main reason is far more simple. Junpei, and you too, Takeba. Can either of you summon your persona without difficulty like he can?
Yeah, of course I can!
Mm-hmm.
Me too.
These are shadows we're talking about. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
Yeah.
All right, let's head inside.
I'm ready.
That's the spirit.
Yeah! The velvet key in my hand is shining.
What's the matter?
Oh, there's a door. A strange door is sitting in the corner of the lobby. A dining room. I've been waiting for you. The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you're about to venture into, how did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of something before you go any further. You must understand the nature of your power. The nature of my power. Your power is unique. It is like the number 0, empty, but at the same time holding infinite possibilities. You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them at will. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. Now then, my spare time will soon be scarce. Next time, once again, may you open the door and come here of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until we meet again, farewell. Honk.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
I hope this isn't Chris's blood. I opened this door and
Huh? What door?
confirmed they know nothing.
Man, are you loco?
Nope. Not at all. They don't seem to see the door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kinda out of it.
No. I'm fine. There's a
You're
door
supposed to
right
be
here.
our leader. Could Get your head in the game.
Well, you're supposed to see the door. Come on, Nimrod.
We'll be following you. Come on, let's go.
Off we go into the wild blue rug. The entrance to the labyrinth is at the top of the stairs. Whenever you feel ready to start, lead the way. Utilizing the menu. You can open the menu by pressing Y. Accessing the menu will allow you to view you and your allies' statuses and personas. Personas, as well as your skills and items. Okay. Saving in Tartarus. While exploring Tartarus, you can save at locations where you can change your party. However, you cannot save on the floor you're currently exploring. You can save from the menu or by pressing hamburger. So I cannot, I can save here, right? We'll just do a rotation, right? That sounds good, and that seems like a really great place to call it an episode, folks. I really appreciate you joining me here in the Roost today. As always, your attention means a lot to me, and your time means even more. Why not take just a little bit more time while you're here and leave a witty comment below? I always enjoy chatting with you. Like the video too, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so. Make sure you ring the bell so that you know when new videos come out. I try to release something just about every day during the week and occasionally on Saturdays. We also live stream on Sunday through Thursday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern. Occasionally I will stream during the week at around noon. And we also have a Discord server. If you'd love to join that, that would be really sweet. The link is in the description. For now, I'll wish you well wherever you are, whenever you are, and see you next time. Bye-bye.